Welcome everybody to Kinlaig, Scotland. This is the new expansion pack from Giants, and I decided I want to do a let's play on it. We're starting off in new farming mode. Our settings are going to be, I want to turn autosave off. We're going to do a 2 times time scale. We're just going to do an easy economy just to do it. Traffic's going to be on. Seasonal growth will be going 1 day per month with no fixed visual month. Snow will be on. Crop destruction will be off. Periodic plow will be off because we're going to be running precision farming. Fieldstones will turn that off because, we're not plowing. Weeds will leave on for the bonus. Disaster destruction will leave on. Automatic engine start, we're going to turn that off. And all this AI stuff, we're going to go to off. And I'd never mess with those, so, Alright, so in new farmer mode, we start off with all this land. You got a wheat field, a barley field that are ready to be harvested. You got field 22, which is empty. I think it's plowed. And then you got field 35, which is a grass field, which is ready to be mowed. For our starting equipment, we got an Albert pallet fork, a Bunning Series 140 tipper trailer, a Horse Credo 3 Power Hero, and a Horse Versa Cedar. So basically these combined make a direct drill. Got a JCB Fast Track, which is 130 horsepower. A Nosh Eco Cultivator, which we're not going to be using that because precision farming. And then you start with the Massey Ferguson MF 8570 with the header for it and the header trailer. A New Holland 1,000 kilo weight. And a New Holland T8020, which is part of the expansion pack, one of the new pieces of equipment you get. A Pottinger Boss Alpine 251 forage wagon. A Quickie QM4 front loader, a Samaz KDF 341S mower, we just got the front one, and a Skoda Octavia, and 10 Winkle pack 750 weight. We are going to do contracts if we decide to. We'll look at them and see what's what. And there are collectibles, and I will collect them if I come across them. I haven't gone looking for any. I know where a couple are just from basically pre-release videos that other people have done that have shown a couple of them. But if you are interested in where they're all at, I know DJ Goham has a video that shows the location of all of them. I believe there's 12 of them. Yeah, 12 of them. And one of my goals for this playthrough is to rebuild the castle. I don't know how long it'll take, or how many steps and all that, so we'll have to see. But before we start harvesting, we need to go ahead and purchase our soil information, since this is precision farming, so we know what we need, and honestly get a little bonus when we go to sell the stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and let a worker start on this, and we'll run over here and grab the JCB tractor and our trailer so we can cart when he gets full, and then we'll take the New Holland with our cedar, and we'll actually, no, we won't. We gotta lime the fields and all that. So I'm gonna have to buy a lime spreader and go pick it up from the store before we can even think about planting. So we'll let this guy cart. We'll put him over here to get ready for the carting process. We'll buy us a lime spreader. We'll grab the New Holland to go pick it up from the store. And after we lime the field, then we'd be able to plant. So we'll just park him right here for now, so he's not in the way of the harvester. Run up here and grab our New Holland. Then let's go ahead and buy us a fertilizer spreader. Let's see if there's one in the cells paper. There probably won't be, but you never know. Yeah, I'm curious to see, nope, how they do the snow on this. I don't know exactly how much it snows in Scotland, but I am curious to see. So we'll get the Brendel, since it's able to do both lime and fertilizer, because we will have to fertilize our fields also. And I believe that's the only one, well, I guess, ooh, that's high. Yeah, we'll get this Brendel. We don't really have the money for it, but I mean, it is what it is. You gotta have it. So let's go ahead and head down to the shop. I'll keep y'all in while we go there, just so y'all can see the map. If y'all haven't seen a map tour or anything on this map yet. In fact, we might even do some in-cab driving. Nah, I don't like that. Ooh, cut the fence. One thing I'll have to remember is we gotta drive on the other side of the road. Make sure nobody's coming. Ooh, hot dog. People are so impatient. Oops. Yeah, I really like the look of this map. I know there's been some problems with it. Let's see, where is the shop? Looks like it's this way. Yeah, I've heard that, like, on some contracts, you can't open the gates to the fields to access them, which could be a problem. Especially, well, I mean, you can drive through the hedges on this. That's, to be fair, it's not the proper way of doing it, but it is a way of doing it. Alright, here's our lime spreader. I guess we probably need to just go ahead and fill it up with lime, because we're going to have 2 more fields to lime too once we get them harvested. See, that's 450 for 2,000 liters, 450 for 2,000 liters, and 450 for 2,000 liters. So let's see, we'll get, let's see, 4 of them, because they're This holds 9,000. Well, we'll go ahead and get 5 and it's cheap. And whatever we don't keep, we'll just store right here. And when we're done, we'll come back and fill this up. But yeah, this is a very beautiful map. I love the train bridge right there. The low-lying fog. I've never been to Scotland. I have been to Ireland a couple times. Haven't got to see much there because it's just been... Wait a sec. That's supposed to be 2,000 liter containers. Yeah, 2,000 liters. I bought 5 and it gave me 5,000 liters. That's weird. Let's see if the regular ones are yeah, these ones are actually giving me 2,000 liters per bag. Weird. Alright, now we are full. So we'll head back. I just saw a message that my harvester's full. So we'll get a worker started on our plowed field. And as they're doing that, we'll go ahead and cart the other one. I don't know why, but this driving on the left side is really throwing me off. And hopefully we'll have enough money to do what we need to do, because I know we're gonna have to get a sprayer for the weeds, which can be quite expensive getting the weed seeker on it. That's like another 20-30,000 depending on the sprayer you get. But we shall see. Alright, here's our plowed field, and it is not, and you can't get into it that way. Let's see, where's the gate to it? Let me back up a little bit. If there's traffic coming, they can wait. It's probably up by this house in that corner up there. Yeah, it looks like there's a little road going past these trees. I wonder if you can use a plow to delete these bushes and combine fields. Alright, we got a worker working on that, so let's come up here and unload our other guy. We might not wait until peak time to sell this stuff. We'll have to see how our money goes, because I know we will need, like I said, need to buy the sprayer. And might be a couple other things I want to get that's new to this expansion. I'm not quite sure how much they cost. like the steering on this JBC. Let me bring up the help menu, see if this actually has a it does have a steering mode. All-wheel steering, there we go. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and let y'all go. I'm going to harvest these fields, put them in our silo, and pick up the straw, lime them, and then I'll bring y'all back in a little bit later. Alright y'all, welcome back. I realized I forgot to turn my microphone back on, so I'm doing a voiceover. We had to put in this silo because our bulk haul wouldn't hold straw. This silo was $30,000, and yeah, so our straw ain't ready to sell till January is the best price, so we had to have a place to store it. And then here I'm showing y'all, you put in there, you take out the grain there, but it stores it in here on the floor. And as you can see, we got 41,219 liters of wheat and 32,933 liters of barley. I also sold our car, the Skoda, because I wasn't going to use it, for $58,901. And I know our money's down, but I had to buy lime for the fields. I had to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pallets, I think. Yeah, 8 pallets of lime, which is a lot, but with precision farming, we'll be using less lime as we go on. So the initial liming is high amount. So right here I'm talking about go ahead and liming our other field that we just finished picking the straw off of. It'll be our last one to lime. And then I talked about how this is why I was explaining how much we had. But then there was also the fact that I looked at my animals and saw that we had plenty of hay for the sheep, and we have 5 pallets of hay sitting beside the sheep barn, but our cows had no food at all. So I'm telling y'all, I'm going to set this worker to lime and go pick up some stuff from the store that I bought, which is why our money is further down. And here we'll talk about what we're going to plant next year, which will be oats in March. And then we're running over to the JBC Fast Track because we got the the bell fork on the front of it. And we're going to go pick up what I bought from the store. We're at the store now. Now what I bought was some or ATMR bale and this Lizard Colossus trailer, which you could go unrealistic with it, but I did the lowest capacity of 7,000 liters, so we give our cows some water. Now this trailer is from the Colossus pack, like I said, which is by Chris S. and Riley S., I believe. Or no, it's not from the Colossus pack. This is from the TARDIS pack by Omatana. But now I'm showing y'all the where I bought the stack of bell from, and explaining how if you buy one, it's not really cheaper than going the other way, but if you buy in bulk, they're a lot cheaper, which I do have a video explaining all that. But yeah, this is the TARDIS trailer from Omatana, which I love Omatana's mods. She does a good job, and I use her stuff quite often. In fact, that silo I put the straw in, that is one of her mods also. But yeah, this is a 7,500 liter bale of TMR, and we're gonna go feed it to our cows. I honestly can't remember exactly what I was saying here because I actually recorded this part yesterday, and I honestly don't remember what I was talking about. But it probably had something to do with the cattle. And then y'all get to watch me struggle putting this bell in. I don't know why it keeps slipping off, but it does that a couple times, as you'll see. And as you see, I sometimes don't think things through, because it took me a minute to realize I need to drop the trailer so I can maneuver a little bit better to get this bell in there. And then I keep dropping it too. I promise you I'm going to try to remember to turn my microphone on when I'm supposed to, because y'all probably don't like me talking doing voiceover, because I mean it ain't really congruent, honestly. But I think I'll just go ahead and well, yeah, I made sure it was putting the food in, and then we're looking for a place to go fill up the trailer instead of spending the money to put a place down. So we're looking at around the river, seeing where we might be able to fill up. And I think this is about where I've started re-recording with the voice, so we'll just end this voice over here and get back to the video. I realized my mic was actually turned off, so y'all missed everything I said. I'll try to go back and when I edit this video and make sure everything I wanted to say was said. But basically right now we're just looking for a place to fill up this water tank for our cows. And I think around this bridge we might, not this bridge, but one over the river, we might be able to hopefully find a place. If not, we'll just have to place a water point on the farm, which probably would have been easier, but just trying to save the money. Yeah, looks like we might be able to squeeze by this field to get down back to the water. Not from this side, at least. Oops. Looks like there's cliffs all the way down, so we're just going to buy the bullet, spend money to put a water point down on the farm. I know there's like a little ramp in the port area or harbor area, but I don't think it would be appropriate to give our cows salt water. They might not like us if we did that. Then again, you never know, because they do make salt lick for cows. without the trees interfering. But yeah, I really love this map. I don't know why. Giants actually did a good job. Trust me, I'm not no Giants fanboy because they do a lot of things that are messed up. But you gotta give credit where credit is due. And I think we're pretty much done for today. Let's go off the main road. As far as farming. So after we give our cows some water, I'll show you another feature of this game that I'm interested to try. Let's see here, where do we want to put a water point at? Don't tell me I didn't put, I know it's not sheds. Should have been here. Yeah, I'm not getting any water container. So, oh, there's one. Okay. Let's see, where would be the best place for this? Put it right here. That'd be easy to get to, into and out of. Fill up. Alright, 7,000 liters of water. Go ahead and drop it right here. And cows should have everything they need. Yes, they got enough food for a while, and now they have water. So their health should start going up. Go ahead and go drop this, well, refill this trailer. And I might just store it next to the water point over there. This way it's not in our way because the farm area is a little cramped. And I can't drive still. So refill this and drop it off over here. Actually, I'll leave right here in the grass area because I don't want to block this road. Yeah, right there would be good. Alright, now we're going to buy us something. Oops. Since we got rid of our Skoda. I want to get us a four-wheeler. So we'll hop over to the shop to pick it up. And then we're going to have some fun. Enter vehicle. not gonna have to go too far. I just got to get one of these earlier, so I went ahead and got it now. So we'll come over here, and there's a wall there, so we won't do it right there. Tell you what, staring on this map is a little touchy. That's for sure. A little more so than normal. I think right here looks like a pretty good spot. So we'll stop, kill the engine. And then we'll walk over here. Now we're gonna fish. I think there's only two types of fish you can catch. I think that's rainbow trout and salmon. But I know one time, like just several years ago, my daughter wanted me to try playing The Sims, which, whoops, okay, so hold B, okay. So you want to keep this here in where the fish is. But anyways, my daughter talked me into trying Sims, and then my wife walked in while I was playing it, and she saw me fishing, and she's like, "Always finding a game where you could fish." I was like, "Yep." Okay, so we caught a trout, and it's worth $100. So we're gonna go ahead and sell it. Yeah, this little mini games is like most mini games on non-fishing games, if you know what I mean. So I think I'm going to catch us some fish, and I'll bring y'all back, because you know this could be boring. So I'll see y'all later. So apparently you get $1,000 for collecting 5 pieces of trash. That's pretty cool. And one thing I noticed, because I've been fishing for a couple minutes, if you watch your weight thing there in the bottom center of the screen, you got a little bobber, and it actually shows you when the fish is biting. Of course, now that I got y'all in, it's going to take forever for a fish to bite. But yeah, you see it's starting to shake. So all in all, I don't think this fishing mini game is too bad, except for I pretty much caught as much trash as I have fish. So alright, well, done all the farming we need to do today, so guess I'm gonna go head back to the farmhouse and go ahead and go in September, so I'll bring y'all back in later. Alright, welcome to September, y'all. We well, I looked at the cows, and they've gone through about half of their bale of TMR. So I've decided to accept a couple contracts, because we need to buy some more TMR, because we don't have the stuff to make it ourselves yet. So figure I could buy a couple bales and keep them up here. But to do that, we're going to need a little more cash. So I was thinking about taking on a harvesting contract, but they don't have any good ones available. Parsnips, peas, and red beets. I mean, peas ain't bad. It does take forever to do. So we're going to head down to field 3 over here and start mowing that. Should be right here, yep. I love it when they're close by. Yes. I know some people have had troubles with contracts. That they go to where the contract was and won't be able to open the gate. So this one we were able to. So I'm gonna knock out these 2 mowing contracts and then I'll bring you back in. Alright y'all, I went ahead and bought 2 bales of TMR. They're 7,000 to 7,500 liters each. And I went ahead and bought this little bell trailer just to make it easier because I can't carry both those bells on my bell spike because it's too heavy in front. But I think I'm just gonna eventually just sell all those cows. We'll wait a couple months for their health to get up and increase in some value some. Because honestly, I don't like doing beef cows. I like doing dairy cows, but I'm not a big fan of beef cows, so yeah, probably by April, May, maybe June of next year, we'll sell all these and probably pasture 2 and repurpose this land for something else. Be pretty easy to plow a field here. So let me drop the trailer off. Get into a better view where I can see. There we go. Push forward a little bit. That should. What am I caught on? Oh, the edge. Okay. Trying to get a good angle on this so I can see what I'm doing. Cow saying, hurry up, give me some food. This is why I hate bells. These bell spikes. Oops. Y'all don't see me doing this. Alright, so now we have 11,000 liters of food in there. So it's pretty much topped off. I think it holds 11,500 or 11,500, 11,500 liters. Anyways, was annoying. Can't help that water trailer's there. I might have to find another place for it. But we'll park this. Like see our one contract is 30% complete on field 3, and then we still got a contract on field 31 to go, which will cover the cost of these 2 bells I had by. I might just put that water trailer over here. Let's see how much crashing I can do. Just like in real life, shorter trailers are harder to back up. Off the wall a little bit and right there. Go ahead and park this. And I guess I'll finish off the episode right here. I don't know how long I've recorded, but it should be about 30-35 minutes. At least that's my goal for these episodes. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss another episode. And if you want to, go ahead and comment, or feel free to share this video. Thank you for watching from Deep South Gaming.